Hey everyone, and welcome to the channel. And today on the channel, I'm going to be talking about the brand new horror film coming to Shudder on August the 18th called Glorious. This film was directed by Rebecca McKendry, and she's done some other films like All the Creatures Were Stirring and also Psycho Granny, but this is my first time being introduced to her directing style. But before I get into my review about this new film, if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button, give the video a like, comment below your thoughts on this film, or have you heard of this film, or are you interested in seeing this film? And also turn the notification bell so you never miss any video that I post, and I post weekly. And now without further ado, let's get into my thoughts on this brand new horror film. After a breakup, Wes ends up at a remote rest stop. He finds himself locked inside the bathroom with a mysterious figure speaking from an adjacent stall. Soon, Wes realizes he is involved in a situation more terrible than he could imagine. The film stars Ryan Quanten, J.K. Simmons, Sylvia Grace Krim, Tordy Clark, and Andre Lamar. Glorious has a very simple premise. You have this man named Wes. He is stopping at this rest stop, and he's really trying to get over the fact that him and his girlfriend broke up. He has all these things that remind him of her, and he ends up burning all this stuff into a fire. And then he gets really drunk, like plastered drunk. And he ends up going into the bathroom at this rest stop, and he becomes face to face with a god played by J.K. Simmons' character. His name is God. And when he's in this whole predicament with this god, I really did like that we have this unraveling of layers. The director makes you feel some type of way with Wes's character because you really feel sorry for his character. He has this loss of his girlfriend, and he just really can't shake this loss. But as the film progresses, you don't really feel that way because you see that God is trying to teach Wes a lesson here. Wes may not be all that innocent either. So it's very interesting how this director really approaches this whole scenario. And I liked how that this story is in one central location. I liked how when you're in this bathroom, it's just really nasty. It's really grimy. It's really gross. There's feces everywhere. The walls, there's blood. There's this random painting of the god on this stall. It looks like a really messy, nasty bathroom that I would never want to go in. It really reminds me of the times when I used to go up north and I stopped at south of the border. And if you've ever been at those restrooms are god-awful nasty. I like the different lighting in this film, the red lights and the purple lights. It really shows that God is really in charge and he really means business. And when this lighting is used in different times of this film, we get to learn a lot about Wes's ex-girlfriend. We get to learn about how they met, different past events that really led to Wes's predicament into this situation. But on the flip side of all those positives, there is a little bit of budget constraints involving in this film. There's one scene where there's this purple lighting and it shines outside the bathroom, outside this rest stop, so to speak. And it's this purple lighting and it's a CGI kind of effect. And you can definitely tell that there's a little bit of budget there. It's pretty minor. It didn't really bother me that much, but it's just one thing that I noticed about this film. It would have also been nice if we got to see a little bit more of J.K. Simmons' character because the majority of his character is him talking behind this bathroom stall. And there's just a little hole in that bathroom stall. So we don't really get to see a lot of J.K. Simmons' character here, but we get to be reminded of the different characteristics that he actually brings through certain things like he has this goo that comes out of him. Certain things like that were reminded of what he could look like, especially the painting that's on the stall here. And that's what he could technically look like. But we don't really know as the audience. And not a lot is really revealed with really his creature. So I felt like he could have had a little bit more background as to why he technically got into that stall. We get a little bit, but not a whole lot. So I would have liked to have a little bit more story with God here. Which leads into my next point, that I wish that certain points in this movie were a little bit more explained in a way that would clear up a few things. I feel like in some ways, especially in this ending, it's sort of resolved everything that really happens in this bathroom, but I don't know if it's really resolved all the way, especially for J.K. Simmons' character here. If you watch this film, you'll know what I mean. I don't really want to give away spoilers here, but I felt in a way that it was kind of an anticlimactic ending in sort of ways. You see what happens with Wes's character, but I feel like you don't see as much with J.K. Simmons' character. Overall, I had a fun time with this film. It never feels too long. I think it was about 80 minutes with this film. I feel like we have some pretty good chemistry between these two characters. There's some good horror effects in this. It's not all done completely well, but it's done well enough where it feels effective enough. It has not really a big score or anything like that, but it has this characterization between two characters. You feel like you're in this disgusting bathroom and just wanting to get out as soon as possible. And I like that we had that element throughout this entire film. So I'm going to give a score of this film a 3.5 out of 5. I don't know how much rewatchability this film will really have for me, but I think this is a solid enough film. I enjoyed myself. There were some funny moments. It had some horror moments. And I really like that we get this character development between these two characters throughout the whole film. But thank you guys for watching. Let me know down in the comments below. Are you going to check out this film? Let me know your thoughts if you do check it out. And I'll see you guys on my next review.